On this wet Wednesday, welcome to the first Walk of Fame ceremony for 2016. As I mentioned, I'm LaRon Gilbert, President and CEO of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, which is presenting today's program. Today we honor actor Steve Carell, and he will receive the 2,570th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
First off, I would like to congratulate Steve Carell on this great honor. Give us some applause. There's no one more prepared, there's no one who works harder, and there's no one who cares about their material more than Steve Carell. I feel like this honor is perfect. This is one of those honors you talk about when you're 11 years old, like I'm going to have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and I'm going to be an astronaut or a cowboy. Steve was never going to be an astronaut or a cowboy. It just wasn't in the cards. So I can think of no better honor for a guy like Steve Carell, a friend, a collaborator, a person who loves his family and just an all-around good person, than to write his name on the ground so a bunch of drunk strangers can walk on it. And I celebrate that. No, for real, this is awesome. And Steve, congratulations.
Today, the city of angels is crying. But not tears of sorrow. There are tears of joy as we honor Steve Carell. There is not just one Steve Carell. There are thousands. We are all Steve Carell. Join me in saying, I am Steve Carell. I am Steve Carell. Je suis Steve Carell. Steve Carell, everyone.
All right, well, Steve, it's time to finally hear from you, but let me, by final way of introduction, say in memory of our late honorary mayor, Johnny Grant, we hereby declare this Steve Carell Day in Hollywood.
Thank you so much for coming out. This is an awful day to be doing this. I'm looking at the bank of photographers here, and a more miserable group of people I don't think I've ever seen. Thank you to you guys coming out. It's really above and beyond. Everyone who's standing there looking like miserable wet cats. This means an awful lot to me. You know, you can kind of push it aside and say, well, it's silly, it's fun, but it really does. It does mean an awful lot. Last night, I was putting my son Johnny to bed, and we were lying there, and we'd read our stories, and he asked me about this ceremony today, and asked, what is it for, and what is it about, and why I'm being honored. So we were talking about it, and I was telling him what a great honor it is, and this star is going to be on the sidewalk, and it's going to be there forever, and it's a big deal, and I'm very proud of it. And we talked about it a little while, and then, I'll never forget it, he leaned in and whispered in my ear, how long is this going to take? and I will never forget it. So thank you, Chamber of Commerce, thank you for this really lovely honor, and thanks for coming out on such a dreadful, dreadful day. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly welcome to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Steve Carell.
Sure.